Alrighty, party peoples of the interwebs, I have always said that arrogance and stupidity are the two worst combinations of traits to be found in a single human, and there are a number of people on the interwebs out there today proving exactly why. Viva Fry, former Montreal litigator turned current Florida Rumbler, in my home office getting ready to shoot an episode of The Unusual Suspects. We are now a week out of Donald Trump's landslide of an election victory, the greatest political comeback in the history of the world. And we've gone now from the energy, from the passion of getting Trump elected, to redirecting that energy and passion to following the members of his cabinet, or the to-be members of his cabinet. Now, I've never been into fantasy football, never really been into following organized sports in any meaningful way, with the exception of darts and poker and bowling, if you call any of those three sports. So I've never been into fantasy football, picking the teams. If it's anything like picking the members of Trump's cabinet, then I recognize I might have been missing out on some excitement. Holy crab apples. We're going now, there are betting markets as to who Trump is going to pick for his team, who's he going to pick for majority speaker, who's he going to pick for attorney general, and who he's going to pick for secretary of defense. Now, I have my own predictions, I have my own preferences, but ultimately, I recognize that when it comes to the nuances of American politics, I don't have the depth of knowledge of the Robert Barneses out there, the Jack Posobics, the Charlie Kirks, the Steve Bannons. I don't have that depth of knowledge, and I'm following with great interest. What I do have, however, is a rational thinking mind. And when I don't know something, I tend to say, I don't know something, maybe I should go look into it, which does not seem to be the case with the most thorough of scumbags of legacy media, MSM, and the capital D Democrat political party. I say, ignorance and pride. When they overlap in a human, that's a bad overlapping Venn diagram. And the people that find themselves right in the middle happen to be blue checkmark legacy media idiots like Don Lemon, Jim Acosta, and David Pakman, and the worst of the capital D Democrat machine, Elizabeth Warren. Okay, here's why. Donald Trump just announced that he is picking Pete Hegseth as his Secretary of Defense. I'm just going to go read these tweets so that I don't get accused of misquoting anybody. And it would seem that there are a number of people out there, idiots, and proud idiots at that do not know who Pete Hegseth is. Elizabeth Warren, I'll show you the tweet and then I'll overlay it when I edit this. A Fox and Friends weekend co-host is not qualified to be the Secretary of Defense. I led the Senate military personnel panel. All three of my brothers served in uniform. I respect every one of our service members. Donald Trump's pick will make us less safe and must be rejected. And that's in respect to a CNN post that says President-elect Donald Trump announced that he's chosen Fox News host Pete Hegseth to serve as his Secretary of Defense. So just appreciate the abject stupidity here. You've got Elizabeth Warren, who herself never served, heading some panel where three of her brothers on the panel served. So she has no military experience that I know of. Although she does have some experience pretending to be Native American. She's got no military experience. Judging the pick of Pete Hegseth, I'm obviously waiting to get to the punchline because I'm going to go to other idiots. The other idiot now being Jim Acosta. Jim Acosta tweets at Acosta, in a sign he has been making his cabinet selections while watching TV, Trump picks Fox anchor Pete Hegseth for Secretary of Defense. And then you have there the statement from the Trump-Vance administration to be. And not to be outdone, you have David Pakman at DPakman. LOLOL. Trump nominated a random Fox News host to be Secretary of Defense of the United States. Can we get Tulsi to tell us how this is so great? There is the old art of war rule that when your opponent is making a mistake, don't intervene or don't interrupt them. And I'm not sure if that's actually Sun Tzu's Art of War or Napoleon Bonaparte. Bottom line, when your adversary is making a mistake, don't interrupt them. When they are opening up their mouth, not wide enough for 1 feet, but both feet and both fists, don't interrupt them. Do you know what the problem is with all of these idiots? It seems that they are the only ones making decisions based on having watched television because they don't know who Pete Hegseth is. It would have taken any of these jackasses all of 5 seconds to go to Wikipedia, of all places, to get an overview of Pete Hegseth's military experience and extensive military experience it is. From Wikipedia, years of service, 2003 to present. That's over 2 decades. Rank, Major, Unit, Minnesota Army National Guard. Battle Wars, Iraq War, War in Afghanistan. Awards, Bronze Star twice, Army Commendation Medal twice, National Defense Service Medal, Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, Expert Infantryman Badge, Combat Infantryman. I mean, it's one thing to be stupid. It's another thing to be so vocal and proud of your stupidity. But wait, let's just go read his bio on Ballodopedia. There's another website where you can get to learn about people before you come to wildly stupid conclusions about their lack of experience. Ballodopedia, military career. Pete Hegseth was in the Army ROTC program at Princeton. After graduating in 2003, Hegseth, a second lieutenant, served at Guantanamo Bay as part of the New Jersey Army National Guard. He remained there until 2005. The following year, Hegseth, now a first lieutenant, was deployed with the 3rd Brigade of the 101st Airborne Division to Baghdad, Iraq. He served as an infantry platoon leader. Toward the end of his tour in 2006, he served as a civil military operations officer in Samarra. He returned to active duty in 2012 as a captain. He was deployed to Afghanistan with the Minnesota Army National Guard and acted as a senior counterinsurgency instructor at the Counterinsurgency Training Center in Kabul. Hegseth, a major, serves in the Individual Ready Reserve. He has been awarded 2 Bronze Stars and a Combat Infantryman's Badge for his service overseas. You stupid scum of the earth, Elizabeth Warren, liar extraordinaire who pretended to be native so that she could further her professional career. You got Jim Acosta, who is loud, stupid, and proud. You got David Pakman, an idiot, and not to be outdone by all of them. I'll play one clip at the end of this. Don Lemon, jackass extraordinaire, who announced that he's leaving Twitter. Good riddance to bad rubbish.
He also is an idiot.
But before we get there, take 5 seconds. Are you subscribed and do you have notifications turned on? Go. It's right down there. Go ahead and do it. Drop a comment because it feeds the algorithm. If you like what I do, you can follow me here, Viva Fry on Rumble, the Viva Fry on Twitter, or go over to vivabarneslaw.locals.com for the best above average law community out there. But this is just amazing. These people are so bloody stupid. They have no idea how stupid they are, and they don't learn from their own stupid mistakes. So Pete, congratulations on the appointment. It could not be more well deserved. And to all of the idiots out there, maybe just take 1 second to double check what you say before you say it, because the internet is forever, and I will never let you forget your total stupidity. And with that said, if you like what I do, you know what to do. Now you know your vlog, peeps. Peace out. Booyah!
And then I saw this. An official statement from Donald Trump saying, "I am honored to announce that I have nominated Pete Hegseth to serve in my cabinet as the Secretary of Defense." What? At first, some of these folks, these nominations, I said, okay, or appointments, all right, they're a little extreme, but there were some normal people in there, kind of normal, like Marco Rubio or Mike Waltz, a couple of, just regular old Republicans in there. But Pete Hegseth, the morning weekend host on Fox News, come on.
Pete gets to the next stage, and we see Pete there writhing at Ellis Island. That's the barge out there. He's made now the second leg complete. The first one to the Statue of Liberty, the second one to Ellis Island. He's climbing the ladder there. He doesn't even look that exhausted. This is unbelievable. An incredible improvement from last year when he was certainly struggling in this part of the phase. Now it looks like he's having no problem whatsoever. All smiles, giving hugs, saying hi. Pete, I was just doing Pete.
Jeff, you saw me struggle last year. And by the way, mention that, but also how inspiring it is to be swimming with guys in this river.
Absolutely. It blows me away every time. Being out here with the Statue of Liberty, with all the fellow veterans, SEALs, Army, Marines, it's incredible. And then on our way to Manhattan to pay respects to everyone who gave the ultimate sacrifice fighting for our freedom over there.
Absolutely. This is a generation that never forgets what happened on that day at 9/11 in 2001. It's the front of mind for guys like this who have lost so many, done so many deployments, way more than me and most. They go to the most dangerous places in the world. They lose people, they leave them behind, but they never forget them. They don't leave them behind, but they lose them, and they never forget them. And a swim like today, as much as it is about the GI Go Fund and vets homelessness and entrepreneurship and all those great things, it's about honoring the legacy of the guys you guys serve with.